Hey guys, welcome to render.camp. My name's Daniel. I hope you hear me well. Write me some blasters to the chat and we're gonna start our today's workshop. I'm really happy to see all of you here. That is live stream, that is not pre-recorded or something. So I'm waiting for a blasters. We have some small delay between me and you. I think about 20-40 seconds or something. Actually, never mind. Yeah, I see your chat over here. I'm showing your screen, my screen to you, and this workshop going to be quite practical, and I want to share with you my I want to show you how I usually act with situation when I have to get artificial lighting in any type of interior, because here I'm going to start the main part of the lesson, because the core of light and shadow, picture creation in general, that is exactly understanding what exactly we have to get at the end, and how to build the construction of picture, and overall understanding at the end we'll get like some flat square picture with some nice or not nice, let's say, pixels, just that. So settings not important, numbers, any numbers I'm going to use today not important, any values not important, important just result, what are we going to get in every single step. So I plan to break overall process of picture creation into sections. As I already showed you many times, we have 5 common stages of the whole process. First of all, that is discovery stage, where we explore all information around the project, about the project. We have to know the style, design. We have to be sure that we confirm with the client all the materials. We have all the blueprints. So all the information around the project has to be here. Point number 2, scene setup. We have to finish our scene, on the proper level. I mean, it has to be completely finished. We can't start work with lighting, with shaders, with anything like that before complete scene setup. Scene setup means all the objects on their places, including decor. Number 3, general feeling. General feeling, that is composition of the frames. So means a composition in overall understanding. We can't build light, shaders and everything and then at the end start searching for the camera angles. That is mistake. That we have to set camera angles on the discovery phase. We have to explore, we have to brief client and ask what is important for you to show. And while we work with scene setup, with modeling, we have to approximately understand where the camera going to be, and start to search some nice camera angles. Then lighting, that's part of general feeling. Composition, light and shadow composition, and overall color composition. That is color balance, never mind how you call it. That is the goal. All together, that is general feeling. 3 things together: composition, light and shadow composition, color composition. Then part number 4, that is shaders. The main secret of the shaders, that is reflections. We have to start with reflections. After reflections, we have to move from big surfaces to small surfaces. We shouldn't save original shaders and expect they're going to look nice at the final frame. We have to learn how to set up main shaders from scratch, and I'm going to show you today. That is point number 4. And if in this project you have animation, you have to plan how to animate that overall, how the final movie, let's call it exactly movie, because I honestly hate that phrase, like walk through animation. That means nothing, because really important thing, that is exactly, it has to be interesting to watch, the same as cartoon, movie, anything like that. It has to be interesting to watch till the end and watch it again after, that's all. That's all. I'm ready to start, and I'm going to start with a little part of theory of light and shadow composition, because honestly, that is core. I don't want to say secret, but that is core point, maybe game changer of the whole process. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to hide this picture. Yeah, I have here seen, and you have this seen in the comments. Oh, not in the comments, in the text block under the video. Yeah, we already put there some links, so you can download this scene and try it, but that is a little later. So, okay, first of all, this is completely clear scene. Here is nothing nothing important, but I'm going to show you exactly theory of light and shadow composition, because that is dramatically important. If, one more time guys, the goal of today's workshop, show you method how to act in any possible situation when you have light and artificial lighting in your when you need to build the picture with artificial lighting only. Yeah, that is important. Okay, so let me make some 666. Let me convert it to editable poly like that. Normal, chamfer. Let's say, I don't know, 500. Is it enough? No, that is not enough. Let me make it a little bigger. Segments a little more. Yeah, I believe that's enough. Let me make it a little lower. Just like that. That is just nothing specific. I just want to show you one more time, foundation of the light and shadow composition theory. Let me create. Yeah, we're gonna work with Corona today. I don't think that is really matters what exactly we're gonna use as a render engine. Yeah, so that is just a simple background, simple object in the middle. Of course, I need some light source. I have to check that I use Corona as a render engine. Yeah, that's here. Light source, Corona, Corona light, and I'm going to create some rectangle, for example, rectangle. Yeah, like that. Cool. Let me move it a little higher. Let me align this target with a circle, because, and here's the first point. We never showing the overall place. In every single picture, always in 100% in 100% situations, we're showing story of some object. That might be group of object, that might be gap between elements, for example, some hole, that might be window, I mean like a portal to another world. Never mind. But the most important idea, we have that like main character, hero of the shot, and we have to focus on the telling story about it. The way to tell that story, first, the most important way to tell the story, that is attract attention or draw somebody's attention to main, I don't know, area of the picture we plan to get at the end. Okay, for this we need to use light and shadow, full stop, light and shadow. In the light and shadow, more important, shadow, not light. Okay, let me start to render something. Material, Corona physical material, like that. Like that. And yeah, guys, the most important thing, okay, one of the most important things, that is theory and your understanding, more important than buttons and settings and any secret methods. Like literally everyone who's showing how to make a beautiful picture without explanation, theory of nice picture, honestly, waste your time. Really, guys, please. Pay your attention to James Garney literature. They has amazing book about light and shadow. I have literally full shelf of the books about photography, and all that is exactly about theory with examples. and with the different practices. That is do not ignore theory. I know quite often people expecting just give me some numbers. Why you're showing us just so many theory, guys? Please be calm and understand theory is extremely important. You have to know what to do and then do that. Theory, that is the subject, explain you what to do. Okay, so the main idea of this scene, that is exactly create light and shadow composition. Okay, let me start with the worst thing you can ever do. That is focus attention nowhere. The easiest way to do that, right now we have no any light source. I turned off that lamp and I started rendering. So rendering started, I suppose, yeah, started, but that is a black blank picture. We can just turn on white color. That is just the worst and the most not new file. Let me create, yeah. The first the most stupid idea we can get, yeah, to get overall lighting in artificial light situation. In the situation we have to use only light and shadow composition, only artificial lighting. That is the worst thing you can do. Second thing, that is get blue light from the window. Actually, blue light from the window, that is already not artificial light. This called mixed light, and that is completely different type of picture creation. Completely different. Do not mix them. That is different, just different one. Now we're talking about artificial lighting only. That is important. Okay, so that is the worst thing we can do. That's clear. I'll go into switch off this light source. We don't need it. Then I'm going to turn on the light source here, and I want to show you the main idea of the light and shadow composition. To get nice lighting, we have to have like light on the object. We have to have self shadows. We have to have reflex over here and cast shadows, or we can call it core shadows or main light. Never mind. Main light, core shadows, reflex, and cast shadows. 4 elements should be visible. Honestly, as I said, lighting less important than shadow. That's why we have 90-degree rule. 90-degree rule called that 90-degree rule. That is that means that we should have 90-degree over here, like approximately. Honestly, it can start from 60 and finish somewhere in 115, 20, even 35. But at the point of 135, we're going to get next type of really cool artificial lighting, backlit. I can switch off the visibility of this light source. Yeah, but anyway, backlit, that is another really powerful tool to get picture. Anyway, we can start with this, and I'm gonna point it, place it here, and as you can see, we already immediately got the way more drama in the picture. And that is exactly what we need to get some storytelling. Story, that is always drama. Always drama. That's from theater. That's comedy. That's also drama. We're going to have drama. If you need, and if you need more light on the background, add, for example, like here, yeah, like you may ask me, Daniel, but how to get more light on the background? Add another light source for the background. Yeah. So anyway, you have to get that light, that light, that light. And yes, artificial light means you're going to work with artificial light sources. I mean, additional light sources in a 3ds Max, a lot to make the overall picture of the small kitchen. I'll show it to you a little later. We're going to get I don't know, maybe 15, 20, 25, 30 light sources easily. I'll show you the method of this. Anyway, that is the 90-degree position of the main light source. Okay, that's clear. What about backlit? Of course, backlit can be a little bit from the right side, a little bit from the left side. Actually, never mind. Yes, you can find some philosophy behind it. Like, this looks like something come to us that feels like something goes out from this space, or other way around. It's honestly never mind, because never mind. The goal is to, that is like a next level of storytelling. Yeah, we have to learn how to do first step to make amazing picture quick. Oh, guys, yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain you some small details, but when I switch to scene, we finish the picture in 40 minutes, like even maybe less. I mean, finish from the pure model, from the finished scene setup to the final version we're ready to send to the client in 40 minutes. That is the goal, and quality would be, of course, quite high. So stay with me. I'm going to show you that. Okay, so that is the next step, backlit. Let me copy it. And here we also have, as you can see, a small part of light. We have extremely intensely visible shape of the object, shape more important than surface. That's true. We have a lot of coarse shadows. We have soft reflex, and we have a lot of cast shadows. So that is exactly what we need. And as you can see, yeah, independently, if we going to compare this picture and the most not interesting picture and this picture, they are quite similar. Yeah, I mean this one and layer number 3. Yeah, but if we compare these two pictures, obviously this picture has even more drama. And that is the one of the points I want you to note. Do you need more drama or less drama in your picture? More drama will give you more drama in your picture, which is obvious. Less drama would make your picture more commercial, I would say. And of course, you can get some transition in between, yeah, like this. It could be midpoint of both. Yeah, let me place it somewhere here so we can compare it like this. So they are not equal, yeah, but more or less compatible. Okay, and these two, this one more dramatic, yeah. So that is around 135 degree, yeah, like that, maybe a little less, 120. So that is the main idea of the picture creation. In fact, that's all about theory. All the next steps going to be exactly practice. So, yeah, let's get started. Oh, final point I want to highlight, and which is extremely important, guys. You have to work with artificial light sources. I mean, with light sources in 3ds Max to highlight your scene exactly in the way you need to get at the end. Not just random position, or even worse, like some sphere light source in the middle of the scene to get over lighting. Get rid of these. Forget about this. That is the worst thing you can do. Okay, let me delete that. Let me reset this. Don't save. Yes. Okay. Here I have scene. I have it on the desktop, I think. So here, yeah. Okay, yeah. File, open. Over here. Write me, please, is it already available on your on the description below the video, because I think that is important. Okay, so that is quite simple scene. Honestly, this scene has been sent to me by our students. I'm a student from the camp quite a long time ago, and as I remember, Irena already recorded some lesson using this or similar scene. That is not important because we are going to work with a completely different situation. Yeah. So, as you can see, this scene already prepared for the work. Please, guys, notice that. That is extremely important. You have to finish your modeling. You're not modeling. Modeling means your like editable poly work. No, I'm not talking editable poly work. I'm talking about scene setup. Your scene has to be ready for the next step. What does it mean? For example, here's no random colors, as you can see. Here is clear or clean. I'm sorry. Clean layers with the correct names. In this scene, we have no any trash, no any elements on the side, no any hidden elements. Like, that is clean scene ready to work. Guys, some of you still thinking, come on, Daniel, that is not important. Please start showing us really, like, things really matters. Guys, these things really matters. Without this, you can't get nice result on the next step. Just can't. If you have not finished model, that will impact your final emotion of your final result. Okay. So let's go to the lighting. Actually, it doesn't matter where you're going to start. You can start with daytime interior, then turn off exterior light and start add some light, artificial light sources. You can start with one shader and add shaders at the end. We are on the stage called general feeling. General feeling, that is three things together: camera position, light and shadow composition, color composition. In this case, we can switch light and shadow composition and color composition. It doesn't matter what's going to be first. For example, I can do it. I can start with one overall color, and I have some common HDRI I use in most cases. You can download it for free on the polyheaven.com website in the 4K HDR. I have it on my desktop. Exactly this HDRI, nothing specific, just simple one. Okay, so let's get started with that to get at least something. Oh, and I'm going to render only this window, so I wanna hit that button, and I think I have to select camera. Yep, I wanna lock it. Okay, in this case, I'll be not able to move it, to do anything. I'll be able to select it, but not to do anything with this camera. Okay, so let's get started. 27 minutes. Let's check when we're going to finish it. Okay. Light source, general, Corona bitmap, desktop. Where is the over here? Okay. Cool. Actually, I see here some scene setup mistakes. It's fine, I can fix it easily. Furniture and maybe ceiling and maybe floor, yeah? Let me stop it. And also this one. Okay. Front. Okay, I think I'm going to select both. Edit poly. I just want to get rid of these big holes. Yeah, because that is exactly what I'm talking. Scene has to be finished. I can't ignore these unfinished elements. And yeah, as you can see, I'm keeping some shadow gaps. That is extremely important part of the work. Some shadow gaps. 2-3 millimeters. It's quite fine. Just keep it to get nice light and shadow. Yeah, a little lower. Okay, so let me check it again. He's floating. Not a floating element. I suppose that's... yeah, it's fine. Okay, many of artists would think that is already fine. That's not fine. We have to... let me delete that's a completely clear shader, new shader. So materials corona physical, I can create new one, but that would be the same. Okay, and I want to make it a little more glossy. In the beginning of the of work with my scene, I have to set overall level of reflection. Okay, like that might be okay. As you can see, my scene is quite blue, and that's good. It has to be like that. I'm going to add some yellow color here, and I'll be able to adjust it a little to get exactly overall color situation I need. Yeah, and as you can see in terms of numbers, this is quite white shader. Yeah, so that is not great. So we have to increase exposure till the moment we'll get ceiling exactly we need. Something like that. Okay, we shouldn't stop. Any number is going to be final for now. This is just a step, yeah, so it's good. And I'll never going to create new shaders. I always going to copy previous shaders because we already have some set of roughness and overall color. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Floor, because that is a big surface. It has to be more or less like that, maybe. Okay. I don't want to create like a final looking general feeling. This is just a starting point. I have to start with something. Where's my furniture? Over here. Okay. Except that these, everything has to be black, almost black. So I'm going, as you can see, I'm not creating shaders from scratch. I'm copying previous shaders. That is important. Okay. I think I have to increase my overall exposure. Already looks nice, yeah? Really. We have blue exterior light, we have warm interior, so walls and ceiling looks white, but not like completely white, and that's, as you can see, it's quite realistic. Do you agree with that? That is just a starting point, and that is the power of general feeling. That is why this method exists in general. Okay, this one has to be gray or something like gray. I would say I can keep it like 60 something and add some clear code to get double reflections. That's a nice way to get some extra effect. Yeah, like that. Why not? And yeah, I want to get that feeling that ceiling is white. I think I have to add a little more color here. Honestly, I want to balance picture, creating a little more intense. Okay, a little more red. It has to be more natural. Yeah, so it already looks really good. Yeah. Do you agree with that? Nice. And that take me just 5 minutes. 5 minute guy. 5. And now I can even now create 3 shaders: floor, this how it called, wardrobe, or what is that, this shader, and the render going to be ready. Yeah, it may take another 15 minutes. Yeah, so all together 20 minutes, guys. Just normal, just a proper work with general fitting and everything fine. Okay, let me make it a little darker, I think. But anyway, the goal is to start work with artificial light sources. Anyway, I have to add bloom and glare. The last point of the general feeling, that is exactly optic. Yeah, optics. So optics, that is depth of field, motion blur, vignette, bloom and glare, maybe something else. Oh, aerial perspective, so fog. But that is interior, we shouldn't have any fog here. So bloom and glare, sharpen blur, and you shouldn't add any sharpness. In fact, we have to make our picture more soft, means more blur. That is really important. I think I can select this geometry. Yeah, yep. And I think I have to make it yellow because that is the part of, oh, it has to be metal. Translucency a little higher. Okay, I think it has to be brighter. Okay, like that. I'm not trying to copy anything. I'm just building the zebra technique, yeah, our usual technique. Maybe cables and these parts has to be also dark or something. Let me duplicate it. It also going to be black or something. So it's already looks nice. Yeah, on the background maybe some different colors, but I'm not sure I want to focus on that. Okay, I can add another copy of the shader, maybe a little darker. Yeah, a little darker, more saturated, to make it more looks like natural wood. Yeah, so just that's all. Yeah, without my talking and explanation, it might take, I don't know, 3 minutes. Altogether, 9 minutes. Okay, fine, but after that, we have to work with biggest shaders. That is floor, then wardrobe or kitchen cabinets, and the kitchen island. 3 shaders. Altogether, as I said, 15 minutes. So that is the method how to make this job quick, extremely quick. That is important. Of course, you need some experience and guidance, but anyway, that's why I'm here. Vignette, that is another important part of optics. Okay, so that's fine. But we have to talk about next step, about artificial light sources. So I'm going to switch off all the overall light sources and start work with light sources we're going to have here. And here is, guys, if you, I don't know, walking, running, doing something else, please focus on the screen and what I'm talking to you right now. The biggest mistake we're doing on that step, that is, we start in place light sources in the places where we have lamps. That is mistake, because light and shadow composition and lamps, like physical objects, physical lamps like these, like these, like these, not related to each other at all. The goal is to get amazing looking picture. To get that picture, photographers in reality going to use flash, going to use some limiters, reflect some lighting with some big white or gold or silver reflectors. Like they going to do anything just to get amazing picture, and that is also our goal. I don't want to say we have to use fake lights. We have to understand that we are responsible for the final result, and if final picture not amazing in any reason, we are, I mean me or you, doing our job bad. Never mind, even if your client telling you like, oh, please change the color of the wall, or I don't know, add wallpapers, and you know that is bad idea, you have to fight for your picture. I know that is difficult to fight with the clients, but you are professional. They are not. They have no idea how the red wallpapers might impact on the overall picture. The same with lighting. If you need something to get amazing final result, get it, please. Okay? So let's go. First of all, we have to start with Corona light sources, and that might be disk, for example. I often use exactly disk, and it should be exactly small. Yeah, and as I showed you on the previous step over here, yeah, we have to decide what the story about, and obviously the story about the kitchen. I don't want to say about this kitchen island, but the kitchen. Yeah, like that is about kitchen, not about at that angle, not about this light source or lamp, not about that wall. Of course, we can change our mind and we can do it in a different way. But now the story exactly about kitchen. So let's tell the story about the kitchen. Okay, target. Always use target because that is the easiest way to navigate your lighting. Of course, visibility, direct visibility, you have to switch off, and occlude other lights also switch off. That's clear. Honestly, you also can change the exposure, and yeah, my honest advice, don't touch the rest of the tone mapping settings, because that is like a easiest way to make your picture more add more drama, add more contrast. We don't need contrast with tool contrast. We need like real contrast. We need real feeling, like real love, not drugs, not alcohol, real love to the real person. Here is completely the same. It should be real, real nice looking situation. Yeah, and for that you should use your light not in the places where you have lamps. You have to use your light sources using this technology, using this method, 90-degree or more. That is exactly what we're going to get, and I can place it over here, and the goal is to get the most interesting light and shadow situation. And yeah, you're able to move it. Please don't keep them straight down. That is another worst thing you can do. I think directionality is another quite powerful tool, and in Corona you have to play around 0.5, starting from 0.45, and final to like super maximum usual value here is 0.50, I don't know, 8, but 58, that is already circled on the floor. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite intense, so I think it has to be quite soft. And please remember, this is a team member. Yeah, we shouldn't get all light from the one light source. This area might looks nice. And one more time. Here we worked with one light source and directed directly to the ball, to the sphere. But that was just an example. Here you have to, or you can use a lot of different light sources, quite a lot. You have a lot of objects, and why not? Yeah. Okay. For example, I like it. Here is more or less the same. I'm going to get, as you can see, as you remember, cast shadows, reflex, and cast shadows, reflex, direct shadows, of course, core shadows. So that is the goal. You can play around. Yeah, I think some shadows over there might be nice. Okay, so I really like that shape. Yeah, it already looks nice. And yeah, guys, that is extremely important to remember. You have to keep your picture nice at every single moment. There is no place to make picture not nice, but later on the next step it's become better when I add some lot, for example. No, just every single element, no matter what is this, light source, material, reflection, color, texture, anything has to make your picture better. That is important. Okay, so here we have quite clear, clean, understandable situation. Over there on the background we have another room. Yeah, I think we have to highlight it a little to get it also visible, not so intensely visible, but I don't know, something. I'm not sure I have to make all the light sources from the same direction, and of course I don't think they has to get the same intensity. Over here is too intense, I think. Yeah, but it looks like a pendant light or something. Okay, I'm going to make it less intense. I don't need that intensity. Guys, please do not follow my numbers. Numbers means nothing. They are not important at all. Okay, also you can play with some worm, like big worm light sources to imitate some lamp behind the chair. That is quite typical tool sphere over here. Maybe over here, of course, not so intense. And yeah, we can make it way warmer. This is just a quite typical situation. Yeah, that's what we got. Yeah, exactly this shape of the element over here. Exactly, because if you get lighting from that direction, you'll kill the light and shadow composition. Definitely. So that is the worst thing you can do. Of course, you can get some additional light source, but story not about this one, so I don't think that is important. I'm not sure about reflection over here, but it also looks not bad. It's some detailization, so why not? Let's keep it here. Okay, over here we have some shelf and bookshelf, and here we have light sources. So why not to get there something also? Let me try. And really important idea: we shouldn't highlight space like air, or we shouldn't light air. We have to light objects. Yeah. Like that, and I think I can make them a little warmer. Yeah, if you'll get some difference in the colors, that might be just good for you. Okay, cool. And that's always really good to get a little random direction, intensity, and of the light sources here. I think this light source more intense than this, and that's not okay. So let me. Okay. Over here we have some light sources also, yeah, some lamps. We shouldn't turn off all lamps we have in the scene. That is not the most important thing, but anyway, we can try. Sphere. Okay, please guys, one more time, remember, light source you see directly, and lamp and light source giving you real light, that is two different light sources. So it's completely simple to get. I just want to get some directly visible light source with small impact on the overall lighting. I need exactly that. Oh, I don't want to get that star. Almost. Yeah, it should be like that. Okay, cool. We also can adjust its color. It's not so important, but try to keep it in the overall color composition. Let's say instance. Okay, and then if you have these light sources, you can add some light sources which will give you manageable, the most important word here, that is exactly manageable light on that area. I'm going to use some disk, or maybe rectangle, targeted. Okay, it's really good to get it like that. Okay. I'm not sure I need to have such intense directionality. Yeah, intensity here also a little weird. Why I'm doing that? Try answer. Write me in the comments. Why not to use these light sources as a main lighting for that lamp? Try guess. That is important, guys. Please try to act with me. Yep. The simple answer is just because I don't want to get another shadows over here. So I don't want to cross that shadows. Yeah. I want to have clear lighting or manageable lighting over there. Yeah. This light source is giving me shadows over here. This light source is giving me shadows over here. That's all. I just think maybe I need... or I want to move it a little down to get rid of that sharp lines. But honestly, it's also nice. I don't want to say that's something bad. This is just something unique. Okay, let me duplicate it. Of course, unique, I want to do the same over here. Center. Okay, let me make it bigger. I'm not sure I want to get another light source. Okay, cool. And of course, maybe some additional lighting to the lamps and for the ceiling. Usually I use the same disk, but with a little different setting. For example, like disk. Guys, I have no reference for this lighting. I hope you understand that. Yeah, I'm just use the rules and the idea of the picture creation. I have reference for the daytime render, but not for the nighttime. Okay, I want to get feeling that light source giving us some light. Of course, I can get some directed light here. Of course, I want to get some lighting over there. That's all that good, but the most important idea, I have to get a motion or idea of the lighting from this light source. Guys, I have a question. Please give me feedback. What do you think about the picture and about this method at that point? That is extremely important to me to know that you understand, you feel the same. And yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to make it not perfect. Yeah. Better to get some imperfections. It's always better. Okay, and of course I want to get even more lighting on the ceiling. I don't want to say I need it. I just want it. Of course, I'll get rid of some part of drama. Of the picture, so I'll be able to manage overall drama. Directly visible. What's wrong with this? It shouldn't be directly visible always. Also, come on. Visible in reflections. Let me change. I'm not sure I want to get that shadows, but this, if I'll place it over here in the middle, it would be, yeah, it made this picture just not so aggressive, and that's all. Just a little more soft. Yeah, it's really good, and I think maybe I can get some lighting over here, not so intense. Maybe like this. Yeah. Usually gradient is really good, so let's compare with and without. I would say that's not bad, maybe a little warmer. Okay, it's cool. Let me try to make it a little warmer. Why not? I'm not sure, am I needed or not? I think it looks nice. I also can try to get rid of shadows here. I'm not sure I want to exactly get rid, but maybe I want to show that is some real scenario, not just for the picture. Over here we have some light from this light source, but from here we don't, so maybe I have to make it softer, not so warm, not so intense, of course, and directionality also softer. Wider. Yeah, just to get some, why it's directly visible, come on. Yeah, just to get some effect that we have here something. Yeah, so that is next general feeling, next general feeling step. So, do you like this picture? I suppose you do. Okay, so next point, how much time we spend for this? With all my explanation, with all my movement and everything, it takes me super maximum 35 minutes. Okay, 35 minutes. Let's work on the shader. Yeah, after, as you remember, I told you in the beginning, we have to finish general feeling. After general feeling, we have to start work with shaders. Shaders, that is exactly, we have to move from big shaders and important to small and not important. So big one, that is the floor. Then this wardrobe or bookshelf or kitchen cabinets, never mind. Then this that is marble or something, some stone kitchen island. And in fact, that's all. Yeah, maybe this fabric, but that is the super last shader we should use. And then 5K render and small post-production. So let's focus on that. The biggest and the most difficult shader here, that is the wood. I hate use any libraries. I'm the, like, guys, I respect you, I respect myself, and I respect I love architecture, I love interiors, I love design, I love all of these. We have to know how to create amazing shaders. And in fact, we have to learn 3 methods. How to create wood, how to create fabric, how to create plants. Yes, we also have brick, rocks, that is like additional thing. Here is nothing difficult, and this is not about shaders, honestly. That is about displacement. Displacement is part of general feeling. If you have displacement and extremely intense brick, that is intense effect on the surface, you have to add displacement first, then move to the shaders, okay? So, let's start with these surfaces. I'm going to work with some wooden boards. I'm not sure. Yeah, I usually create new folder for all shaders. I always duplicate the original shader, apply it again, because I want to keep original shader. And if I'm doing not the best work for any reason, I'll be able to come back to original shader and start it again. Okay, so always on the flat surfaces, I mean surfaces without displacement, you have to start with reflections. And guys, please forget about bump. Bump, that is the thing going to kill your pictures, going to kill realism of your picture. Really, guys, especially on the wood, only 2 shaders you can use bump, fabric and plants. Marble, wood, I don't know, even all the surfaces with displacement, you shouldn't use bump at all. Bump going to remove all realism. So we have to start with roughness, exactly. So general color correct. Let me save the scene because I'm a little bit afraid that is still 3ds Max. We can get crash every second, especially before work with multi-texture. I'm going to stop it. Yeah, color correction, that is reflection, so I shouldn't have any saturation. Then general multi-texture, manage texture, add bitmap. Oh, I already have here something. View large. Let me open. It's quite good. I really like it. So view, list, Yeah, I don't want to use the normal or something. This is just diffuse. So guys, that is the first shader or layer I accidentally found. I have a library of good shaders. That's why I know they are good. But the most why I choose this texture exactly, because it's not so contrast. Yeah, we don't have any like a contrast knots, and that mean it's going to looks really good. But let me show you something. Uh, something. So that is quite big texture. Yeah, that is texture of the 2-meter board. Yeah, here we have obviously not 2-meter boards. That is let's say I'm not sure, 500. So I have to make my board 4 times smaller. So I have to apply unwrap. Don't be afraid of this. That is quite simple tool. And yes, you have to learn it just a little. What's going on? Ah, come on. Why? What's going on? Okay. Okay, file, reset, don't save. Yes, I just saved my scene. What is that? I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes that is 3ds Max. That's why I saved that scene. I'm going to open it again. So, guys, as you can see, that is real situation. That is not like any pre-recorded something, pre-built, especially for this workshop. Actually, I took this scene, I don't know, like maybe hour before the workshop. Open. Okay. I have to Corona. No, general multi-texture. Manage texture, add bitmap. Yeah, that is the same folder. Color correction like this. Honestly, I want to add some output here. I love to use output. Yeah, in oh, I have to apply unwrap. Even without rendering or pre-rendering, I know that I have to make it smaller, just like that. Material, I can hit any of these textures and check the size of the texture, and it has to be more or less realistic. I think that's good. Or no, or that is too big. Okay, let it be. Then I have to what I have to do? Oh, I have to check the reflection texture on the render. I have to see something in the reflections. I don't, so I have to add guys, for the typical wooden interior wooden textures, we have to invert reflection texture, because knots has to be dark, not bright. Oh, I'm starting. I'm not sure I see any. Okay, I see some reflections over here, but what's wrong with others? For example, this one. That is light. Okay, visible in reflections. So it's invisible, yeah? Okay. Honestly, I want to get it a little more visible. I see there's something, but maybe that is... feels like a little bit not enough. Let me render some region here. Okay, like that. Now it's a little more intense, as you can see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, always, please, guys, always mix texture with a base color, because it's going to give you some softer result. Okay, so after that, you have to add a color. I'll bring back composition, saturation, and this one. Obviously, I have to make it a little darker because these two shaders should be not exactly the same, but more or less compatible. Of course, it's a bit more yellow. Yeah, maybe even more saturated, no? So all together looks really good, really good. So after that, we have to work with the next shader. Actually, next shader, that is the wood over here, and we have to get completely the same idea. And honestly, that should be just black wood, so nothing difficult. One more time, let me stop it, and let me. Where's my furniture? Okay, top, not this, not this, not this, and all these elements. Yeah. Okay, I have to take the shader. I have to duplicate it, delete, apply. And here, in fact, the same base roughness, Corona, no, general. I use general color correction. You can use Corona color correction, no matter if you prefer. That is completely the same. Bitmaps, better use Coronas with Corona, V-Ray with V-Ray, F-Storm with F-Storm, etc. Okay, so I don't have here. I have texture. I don't have direct link to the wooden texture, so I have my set of textures here, and I think that is the same or similar texture. Yeah, so I'm going to do more or less the same. Yeah, invert, completely the same. Mapping size, just UV mapping box. Let's say 3, 3, 3. Let me use map to see direction. Of course, better to manage the directionality and do it in a proper way. I mean, all directions of all textures has to be correct. Yeah. For example, horizontal lines should be horizontal, but that is workshop. We have to be quick. After that, we have to apply unwrap. Control A to select all elements. Open UV editor and hit this button, pack custom. In this case, you'll get all the horizontal elements. Our texture is horizontal, yeah? So the longer line should follow, yeah. Texture should follow longer lines. Yeah, I have to say in that way. Oh, maybe something over here. Okay, let's select all of them. As I can see, all of them are. Okay, Control A. Pack custom one more time. Even if something not like, what is that? It has to be vertical or horizontal, I don't know. Oh, over here. Is it fine? Yeah, okay. And yeah, I can make them bigger again. F2 if you need to make it bigger. Yeah, and you'll get imperfections here. This is not seamless textures, and honestly, guys, I'm hating seamless textures. Better just to move them manually, and don't be afraid of manual work. That is completely fine. If you see some troubles in some areas, just select this and move it in the position where you. So I think, okay, let's one. No, horizontal. Yeah, it has to be. Oh, vertical, I'm sorry. Over here. Okay. I know I made it in a not perfect way because I have to hit it over here, but that is just a little quicker. Over there also, as you can see, that lines. So I have to select all of them here, as I understand, and just a little move that direction. Yeah. Over here, I also see the. Okay, then convert to editable poly. Oh, I still have some issue here, but you know how to fix that. Okay, it's fine. Let me check the visibility of this texture. Let me save this scene. Cool. Okay, here is really good, well visible texture. Honestly, I don't think I have to change something. I really like it. I can just mix it with texture, and that's fine. Yeah. And the next shader, this one, that is marble. Okay, let me take it. I think it has to be a little lighter. Now it's too heavy a little, yeah? So. Yeah. And roughness base. Oh, I don't have texture, so textures.com. I love this website. Unfortunately, they don't pay me for using them. So this is not an advertisement. Okay, I have to find some marble more. Or actually not only marble, it could be some sandstone, granite, no matter actually. Maybe that is not bad, honestly. Okay, let me try to use this one. I think it's going to be really good. Base, roughness, general, color, correction first. Okay, saturation, corona bitmap. This one, yeah. And yeah, I have to apply it to the surface. Yes, I have to add there some mapping. Let's say one. Yep, I just want to get some not perfect looking reflections like that. Also, I'm going to mix it with color, maybe even more intense, maybe, I don't know, 60. Yeah. And all that mix with colors extremely important for the realism, because guys, the goal is to make picture not look realistic, not as an all Behance level looking picture. You can just open Behance and compare this picture with Behance. Like overall, like average Behance pictures. I mean, final picture when we finish it. It looks really good. And click code, as you remember, we have it, and I don't want to add there any texture, so it looks really good now, yeah. So maybe super last shader. Honestly, I don't want to work on the shader, but that is part of the visibility on the foreground. So let me add some fabric. I don't have any pre-built shader. Anyway, I want to make something like this. I don't need any special roughness here. I need base color and bump. Corona bitmap. I have amazing texture. I know it, and yeah, it's extremely important to know where to get assets. Your experience in that extremely important. Agree. Keywords, green surfaces. I think. Fab. Let me. Keywords. Fabric. Okay, here they have two amazing textures. I love both. I think this one better. 4K more than enough. That is small object. We don't need more than 4. Even honestly, we don't need more than 2. Okay. This is the diffuse color. Okay, I'll apply some planar mapping. Of course, some unwrap required. I don't know, then the size, let's say 2 meters. No, that is too small. Yeah, 1 meter. Not bad. As you can, honestly, I can see here some reflection. I'm not sure I need it, so let me get rid of this a little. Okay, cool. Color. General color correction. Keep all numbers as submap. I'm not sure I need this green saturation, or I can change the color in Photoshop, but a little lighter. Maybe I can get there some fall off, of course. General, where's my fall off? But all the things I'm doing now, it's already not impact on the final picture, because we already got amazing looking overall emotion. That is important. All the next step, just not destroy the job we already done. Not bad. And over here, okay, base bump, corona, normal. It has some normal bump, as I remember. I mean, this normal, have no idea. I even have no idea what the difference. Obviously, here's some mistake, yeah? Maybe add gamma to, no? Yeah. Cool. I think intensity. Usually, Corona has quite high intensity of bump, so I'll make it like 0.3 or something like that. Yeah, 25. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's say that's all. That's completely everything. We have to start render in a 5K. Exactly, yeah, in a 5K. Of course, with with 5K here. And yeah, that is our commercial final size of the render. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Denoising, Corona high quality denoiser. I don't want to use any other effect. As you can see, tone mapping is clean, so I can add any improvement slots and everything you want. Let me start render. And yeah, we have to wait a little. After that, after 10 minutes of render, let's say 10 minutes of render, we stop it. Of course, with denoiser, of course, it's not perfectly clean picture, but anyway, we'll get this picture, which is already better than like most of Behance, which we made in a like with all my explanation in a 1 hour exactly. Honestly, guys, without my talking, without all this blah 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 and explanation and everything like that, we can get that picture in a, I don't know, 30 minutes. It's quick work. I know it's quite difficult for most of you to work with artificial light, with bathrooms, with living spaces. Actually, in general, artificial lighting is difficult for most of 3D artists, and I understand why. Really, guys, I understand why. That's what we're doing in the professional visualization course. Exactly. Let me show it to you. Yes, I'm not an angel. I'm a render.camp that is commercial project. So we have our professional visualization course, which is going to be started in 2.5 weeks. And we already have not so many places left. So, but anyway, I have to promote it and I have to share with you that information. Where's render.camp website? It's over here. Oh, yeah, over here. So, render.camp professional visualization course. That is the course for professionals, not for the beginners, not for the for guys who don't know the interface of 3ds Max. No, that is the course for those who already work in 3D and honestly make their pictures maybe even not bad, but want to get way better looking picture. All the pictures on this landing page, that is our students' final works. The same as on the over here. That is our last course students with their feedback. Every picture that is student work with feedback. Honest, we do not edit it. Sometimes that is some, I don't want to say negative, because usually we don't have negative feedback, but because we're doing good, obviously, but with some real people feedback. That is their final diploma's works. Yeah, of course, all that thanks to the method, guys. You can say some of people, some of artists more talented, and you even may say, Daniel, you are talented. Guys, I'm not. Honestly, I'm dumb. And exactly that's why I have to explore and find some methods how to make picture really good, and the most important, quick, because we're living in the era where we have to make these pictures not even in a days. We have to be able to make these pictures in hours. Do you remember that time when there was like you made this interior in 3 days? Oh, that is amazing quality. That is amazing speed. That is not enough for now. Do you see that? Did you saw that comment somewhere in internet that archviz dying and we gonna lost our jobs? And because I already struggling with finding clients, do you know who write in that comments? Guys who still working as the 10-year or even 5 years old methodology. And I'm the owner of Fortis Vision, professional commercial visualization studio. We are producing a lot of pictures per month, and we have over 70 people in a core of our 70 people in core of our team, including modelers, architects, 3D artists, art directors, of course, core of the team, business development, etc., etc. So we producing a lot of pictures, and we know what is the expectations of the real market, and we include all the information from the reality, from the professional highest quality reality to the course. Guys, in this landing page, you can read a lot about the course. You can read what is discovery, what is our method, general feeding, shaders, final render. I think they missed these two pictures. This is shaders. This is, no, it's right, it's correct. It's fine. Anyway, but the most important thing, that is like a final pictures of our students. The pictures you can get. And the most important, that is not just one picture. This is a method you practice on this picture with my guidance. I do not believe in the prerequisite courses. That is shit. That's why every course is completely unique, and I work with every of you, with every student on the course, giving every single day personal video comments to your works. That is huge amount of work, I know that, but as I told you in the beginning, I love architecture. That is part of my life, the same as my, family, kids. I'm part of this world, architecture, and I honestly want to get some, want to make some impact. I want to make pictures better, because I hate the Behance level of the pictures. You can check all these pictures and then go to the Behance and compare. Just compare, because Behance, that is not even average level. That is high average level. This is average level you have to get. This is your level of pictures your clients expect to get from your everyday projects. And you know why that guy's struggling and saying like, in a architectural visualization is difficult to find client. I have a question. Where do you lost your clients you had before? Where's your clients? They gone. They go to another artist better than that person, better, more responsible, more I don't know, talented, who can deliver better everyday quality. Wow, picture like that in less than 1 day. Okay, I understand I have a little more experience practicing this method than all of the students. That's clear. Okay, 1 day, but 1 day, 20 working days in a month, 20 pictures like that in your portfolio. Okay, with modeling, maybe a little longer, maybe 10 in a month. But anyway, 10 in a month. Each of these pictures can cost, even if you work with online studio, for example, like for this vision, you can get at least average 4, 5, 600 euro or dollars per each. But of course, you have to be able to deliver that quality. But believe me, if you're able to get that quality in your everyday projects, you'll get a lot of job. Definitely. Because most of projects, guys, I'm not joking. Interior, for example. Just a random, I don't know, what is just that. I don't want to offend anyone. I have no idea who is that person. I don't want to offend this person. I'm sorry if that person gonna see that. But just compare, I don't know, any of these, which one is similar. I don't know. Is it similar? This picture and this picture. Just I can open any other. Just compare yourself. Yeah, and that is just a first random picture from that person portfolio. One more, I'm sorry, I don't know who is the owner. I don't want to offend that person, honestly. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to motivate you to improve your pictures. That's why we run the professional visualization course, exactly. Please, guys, improve your skills, follow workflow, use reflections, use optics, use shadow gaps. All the things I just showed you today. Okay, so 9 minutes exactly. Excellent. Perfect 10 minutes. Stop. I believe that is enough. Oh, I forgot to add depth of field. That's bad, honestly. I have to add depth of field because we can't get the same focus on that distance. The background has to be a little more defocused. A little bit, but it has to be. Denoising. It's quite good. Really good texture on the floor. Really good textures over here. Yeah, that's how reflections works. We shouldn't add the bump. Bump will going to make it worse. Yeah, mapping here, of course, but mapping, I mean to get unwrapped there. But overall texture looks realistic, it's nice. Yeah, we don't have like a huge bumps. Of course, it can be smaller, but that is a technical thing. Overall picture looks amazing. That is the thing. Yeah. Okay, after that, we have to go to the new, create, Control V. Let's add some post-production a little. Usually this is like just follow my instructions. Yeah, high pass for 5K render. That might be once. Yeah, this is just a simple way to add a little more contrast, but contrast in tone mapping. Okay, let me save it. Save desktop, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, I'm sorry. Say this picture already looks nice and realistic. Yeah, but I want to add some 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I want to add some magnific. And yeah, guys, magnific can't make your picture like good if you made a not nice, this one, yeah, not nice result. Standard, okay. Creativity, let's say 3. Fractality 1, HDR, let's say -1, a magnific illusion engine, upscale. Okay, let me do the same with 5 and 2. Maybe usually 5 and 2 good for the nature. I mean for plants and background and something here we don't have it, but anyway. And 1 creativity and -1 HDR. Like usually I do 3 different settings. Upscaling from 2.5K to 5K to take some parts of the picture of the upscaled picture to get more realism into details, maybe in reflections, maybe in the light sources, maybe in the decor. Yeah, usually we like have no time to add, for example, book covers or something, and that is like a wrong, and that is wasting of time. Honestly, adding book covers textures, you have to make on the you have to focus on the really important parts. So what is that? That is 3. Yeah, okay, let me download, but I think it's 5 could be too much. Creativity, yeah, it's definitely too much. Even 3 is too much. Yeah, here I see some lines, but I like some areas, but some don't. I think I'm going to take these. Pinging. Okay, I think I have to make it a little more saturated, yeah? Hue saturation. Oh. Yeah, to get it. Okay, and let's explore the overall. So definitely, marble looks good, metal looks good, decor, maybe some cables, maybe some edges here because they are too perfect in my version. I'm not sure I like to get that dirty effect, but that is issue because of the noise and because of denoising. So don't be afraid of this. If you render your picture a little longer, you'll get better quality of the denoising. So that is the artifacts of the denoiser, like upscaling denoiser. Anyway. I'm going to add some details and some patches in the floor. Not everywhere. Be careful with and love your job, guys. Please. Oh, no, as you can see, I have to get rid of these. Have to be really marble is really good here. Okay, so there's some really nice looking details on the background. Over here. Over there. Okay. What else? Definitely decor. Here is not bad. Here is some additional reflections. No, it damaged the shape of elements, which is not good. Okay. So guys, 1 hour and 20 minutes with all the explanation. Final workshop. Let's say 101. Desktop. Guys, questions. I'm waiting for your questions in the chat. I know you already asked me something there. I'm going to open YouTube right now on the left side of my screen, and then I plan to I wanna open this picture over here just to remember, just to see it. Okay, and I'm going to read your comments here in the chat. Yeah, guys, that is our final result. 1 hour, 30 minutes, just. And that could be your level, guys. Not just a working portfolio, your everyday level. That is the trick. That is the goal. That is the common point. Okay, where is the first question? Hello. How do you align the target with the object? Align the tool to open that feature alignment. Call Alt A. Yeah, just hit this hotkey and you'll open this function. And honestly, when I record this video, you see my hotkeys next to my avatar. Not avatar, this face, the camera. Okay. Daniel, what is your color management settings? You use this OCIO 3ds Max default with ACS? Come on, you're asking me, like, honestly, I'm going to show it to you, but that is not important. I can get that result in any color, SAM, color management, render engine. It's not about tool. It's about your ability to do nice picture, to act in uncertainty. Gamma workflow 2.2 ACES. Honestly, no. Usually I switch it a little lower to get overbrights a little. I love to work with overbrights. But check this. With 5K and this blur and sharpening, picture becomes so soft. I don't see any anti-aliasing. It's so amazing. That is important. Of course, I use a lot of different technical features, and I showed you all of them. And of course, I can't comment it here. But in my personal opinion, more important, that is idea how to get amazing picture in comparison with the technical tools I use. That's all. Daniel, what's your color? Nice hairstyle. Thank you. That was my dream to color, not color, my hair to the white. I know my camera shows it as a blue. It's not blue. That is just a color balance in comparison with my face. I just came back from the from the vacation. That's why I'm quite dark. And hair is white, exactly the same as t-shirt and the normal color mapping. But thank you, that was a nice experiment. Bu- 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 bu. Bu- bu- bu. Cameraman never dies anyway. Yup, definitely. Do you always use ACS in tone mapping? It depends. Honestly, I can work with or without. It doesn't matter at all. General feeling is an amazing idea, Danny. Pretty much save our max time in adjusting with texture, material, and client confirmation. Exactly. That is amazing feature. Please, guys, use it. And if you need my guidance, welcome to Professional. Oh yeah. Guys, for those of you who will apply using that link we sent you just now, we gonna text you tomorrow or call you tomorrow. First text. If you need, we're gonna call. Never mind. And we'll offer you some special price offer for this course, only for those who will apply using this link, because that is our respect to those of you who've been here with us till the end of workshop, which is like important for both sides. Okay. Give us a list of all the books you recommended. Go to the, look, honest answer, guys. You have to expand your I don't know even what exactly. You have to expand your everything all the time. I have a lot of books, for example, Calatrava Architects, Calatrava, Neumayer, Jinpu, Miss van der Rohe, Louis Kahn, have book of Bauhaus, Atlas of mid-century modern houses, Friend Long Ride, Living by the Ocean, amazing books, Living by the Nature. I don't see any another book but about the blueprints, Architizer, Color and Light, James Garney, like really a lot of, and that is just my library here. And you have to go to your to the store next to your I don't know, the best bookstore in your city, and buy as much books as you can, and read, not just buy, of course, and read. And honestly, I think even non-fiction and fiction literature can expand your everything, your imagination. Playing the music instruments. For example, I play guitar. I have 3 guitars. I have drums. I have piano. My wife. That was my gift to my wife. Everything. You have to explore the world. The more you know about the world, about the planet, about the nature, about people, the better for you in general. Of course, shooting and photography on the street, of course, better with the camera. Cell phone, it's just a piece of shit, and just to capture moment with your kids, and that's fine to capture moment about your kids, but that's not something good for the professional. So try to buy some DSLR camera and shot something, interior, exterior, on the street. You can just walk on the street and shot everything around you. That is amazing tool to improve your visual experience. That is amazing. Hi Daniel, can you upload early version of the file? Guys, come on, please. Be a little more active. Yeah, download, find, and do something with little more modern versions of 3ds Max. Yeah, download and use it. Come on, you have to be part of reality. Yeah, right now people live in the reality and use 2026. Yeah, that is the modern version of 3ds Max. All the plugins exist on this version, and even if you have know all your specific licenses, just get it and use it. You are professional. What does it mean? Please save it in some version of 3ds Max. Come on, you are professional. What does it mean you asking for to save it in a different version? Come on, wake up. You have to be active. Hi, Daniel. Thank you for your lecture during Professional Association 12, of course. I'm happy to see you here, Vladimir. Thank you. It was awesome. Yeah, thank you. More control over each of the elements. Yes, it creates a natural ambience from source, which complement a small part of realism. My Corona 12.1 often has errors. When I turn it on and open the material editor, it crashes right anyway. Does anyone else have the same problem as me? I think that is the your local problem, because honestly 3D software in general, that is not the most stable software on the planet. Yeah, that is not word. And honestly, the same and even better, way better than Blender, way better than most of 3D software, maybe accepted just some not so big and not so hard software, but 3ds Max plus Corona quite stable in comparison with others, including Cinema 4D and others. So it's quite good. Of course, you have to have quite powerful CPU and in general PC. You have to have enough free space and quick hard drive. Of course, maybe you have to reinstall or Windows or I mean in general, not to fix exact that problem, to fix any imperfections of your workflow. You have, in fact, you have to get rid of anything distracts you from the main course of the work. Main course of the work, that is exactly your work with on visualization. Yeah, you have to focus on that. And if your 3ds Max crashes, if your I don't know, if you waiting for the starting interactive render too long, or literally anything, you have to get rid of this. You, one more time, you are professional. You have to put yourself in the situation when nothing distracts you from the main track of your work. Focusing on the, let's call it art. Yeah, but that's not directly art, but you understand. You have to focus on the picture creation. Yeah. Of course, optimization. That's part of, you can just get extremely powerful computer and expect it's it going to never make your it solve all your problem. No, you have to optimize your scene. The same as I showed you in the beginning. Your scene has to be prepared for the general feeling. You can't just start work with lighting in a random scene. It doesn't work in that way. Okay, thank you. Yep, exactly. We're trying to do our best. That is the Ukrainian language, and I'm happy to see Ukrainian language comment in our chat. Thank you. How are you today? I'm awesome. The same as every single day. I mean, I'm personally awesome, of course. Thank you. Each light is the scene defined the subject and playing with temperature of light and shadow composition with the proper balance create the scene more dynamic. Great job, Danny. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you for thank you for you see that. Thank you for you. Thank you that you see something in between words. I'm not. using words. Like the most important thing what I'm doing now, that is exactly inspiration. Yeah, you have to. I'm trying to motivate you improve your picture no matter how. Yeah, I'm happy that you see that. With the several scheduled jobs and deadline to meet, these dynamic may not be applicable, I think, to all the job to be delivered. And depending on the size of the company, of the complexity, it may not work, but it's very valid. I would say you're wrong. It's exactly the way it might be. It might work. The problem is you write in this comment because you still work in the old method. When you prepare your scene long, for example, a few days, and then start render of all cameras. That's why average level of each camera lower, and that's why your overall work on each of them longer. Like in the way you explain, I understand what you're talking about. You're talking you just said that, or right, that if client going to give some feedback, you have to change something. It can take a long time to open all scenes and change something in all scenes. You mean that, and I clearly understand what you're talking about. The thing is, first of all, we just finished this picture in a, like, let's be honest, pre-final version of the quality in a 1 hour and a half. Let's be honest. Without this explanation, I can do that in a 30-40 minutes altogether. If that could be a challenge, maybe even, I don't know, 20. Can you make, for example, I don't know how many pictures you can get in this interior? Let's say 8. Let's say 1 hour per picture. Like 3 times, like 2 times more than it's worth. Yeah, 8 pictures a day in a final or pre-final quality easily. But general feeling is the powerful tool. You can create your model and send it to your client with a basic light, as I showed you in the beginning of the workshop. You can make general feeling and you send it to the client and confirm the model. Yeah, like confirm and accept and even camera angles. Then you can send them general feeling. Just general feeling, it took just, I don't know, 5 minutes a frame. Okay, for a more complex scene, it might be a little more, like up to 20, 40. Even for some big complex architectural scene, it might take even hour or more. But if you have really good finished scene setup, 40 minutes even for architectural scene with a lot of, not a lot of, but with some amount of scattering. Okay. And you can send it to your client and say, do you like this emotion? The idea of the picture. And your client may say yes, I like, please continue work with shaders. And of course you have to present to a client typical workflow. Like, I'm going to send you model, it's going to look like that. I'm going to send you general feeling, it's going to look like that. I mean, in the beginning of work, when you brief your client, yeah, you have to present your workflow. You have to be like predictable for the client. And I'm going to send you final work with shaders and post-production, going to look like that. And your clients see the workflow. And when you send him some general feeling, you made in a 5, 15, 10, I don't know, minutes each picture. 5-10 minutes, it means you can make like a I don't know, 6 pictures in an hour. And let's be honest, you shouldn't change it dramatically, especially for the daytime renders. Usually for the daytime renders, you set it once and then just place cameras in different places, the same as you worked before. And you send the general filling, and you make the general filling in hour or super maximum 2 for interior. For architecture, it might be 3-4 hours for, I don't know, 10-15 frames. With the different sound positions, yeah, we have some method for that. I explain it on the course, but anyway. This method works. You just want to apply it as a plugin to your existing method. No, it's a really bad idea. You have to replace your method because this is like a new generation. Just like I don't know, move to Ferrari after Ford. I like Ford, it's an amazing person, but Ferrari better. At least quicker. Yeah? Faster. So you understand that this method can give you predictable result faster. That's all. For like better result, predictable result faster. Not worse. Yeah? Like all the point, there is no disadvantages, only advantages. Okay. How? With several scheduled what do you think about V-Ray being able to for Blender now? Will be quality of V-Ray from 3ds Max be the same in Blender? Like V-Ray is awesome. Honestly, my personal opinion, V-Ray even better than Corona render. Way more powerful, quicker, and like all V-Ray gonna win in all possible nominations, excepted one. During interactive render, Corona just a little bit quicker gives you first result. A little bit quicker, but longer, way longer gives you final result. The most professional studios work exactly in V-Ray. And not only architectural visualization. So yeah, V-Ray is powerful. I know nothing about how exactly V-Ray works on Blender, and even I have no idea if it works in Blender. But I remember on the Chaos Connection Day 1 year ago, they presented that idea to us, and they said, I mean, Vlado and other from the Chaos group, but they said we are thinking about it, and that's a little weird because Blender is free and V-Ray is paid basis tool, so it's a little weird to combine them, like free tool and paid version. And plugin on the free. Paid plugin, quite expensive plugin for the free software. But anyway, the method there is completely the same. Another thing I realized is that with F-Storm it gives me much more realism than with V-Ray. Don't know why. Sergio, I would say it's really good that you found your favorite tool. It doesn't say anything about F-Storm or V-Ray or Corona. I'm happy that you find the way to have a joy in the process. Can just continue make amazing pictures, no matter where, no matter how, no matter like how long, at night, in the day, with F-Storm, with V-Ray, no matter. If your picture is amazing, I'm really proud of you. If your picture's not yet, just practice and you'll get amazing result. Doing good. Continue to do amazing pictures, no matter which software. Really good. Okay, normal map, indirect format, the green channel, invert, comparison. Okay, yeah, Honestly, like I just said that I don't know what is that. Of course I know what is that, but that is, one more time, that is not important. Here's just tab box which fix all the problems. So that is not important to know for sure what is that. You know that guys, we call them render geeks. Yeah, they know every setting. They know every chat about every software. They know theory. They know. They watched every lesson. They know like physically. They know everything. Their portfolio is still shit. Focus on the final result. That is important. I focus on the final result. For me, that is important. No matter, like, even your client like don't care about how long you render your picture, like 10 minutes, 5 hours. Like, guys, tell me please, this picture in 5K, I'm going to send it to the client. Is the client going to know it was rendered in a like 10 minutes? I know I have quite powerful computer, first of all, and second point with denoiser, and here is lack of not lack of details, but here is not so complicated surfaces. I understand. Okay, 20 minutes. Come on, guys. Focus on the final result, not on the tools. If you love some tool, continue working that tool. That's not a problem, but not focus on that. Focus on the final result you have in your portfolio. That is the thing. Okay. Kitchen island was visually separated from the black cabinets, which was my biggest problem. It's really cool. Really cool. render.camp is the 5-step spine you propose. Can you clarify when Corona frame buffer has to be adjusted? Obligatory. Thanks. I'm not sure what exactly I have to answer, because I think I just described the I'm going to try to translate your question. Maybe I don't understand some nuances there, or some grammar. Corona frame buffer. You mean tone mapping? Adjust any tone mapping? Actually, you shouldn't. As you can see, if you talk about this, you shouldn't. Like this picture already looks nice. You have to use all these things in case you need something. Yeah. So that is not the tools you have to use. This is the functions you can use if you need it. If you need it. But if your picture has lack of light and shadow contrast, usually you add usual contrast, which is a mistake. That is the easiest way to get to the usual Behance level pictures. But sometimes it's impossible to get amazing result without using them. So in this case, you have to. Hello from Brazil. So cool your hair. Haha. Thank you. I try to do my best. I don't have any question. It was just stunning. Thank you. How do you get consistent result when you use AI? Like if you have more images for same place, like a consistent result that is the like hidden in the core of the picture, not in the post-production. If you'll get little different texture in some area over here in the different frames, nobody cares about it, honestly. Of course, don't make too big creativity, or even that is important. Do not modify exactly that area. I mean, exactly important area in AI. Just keep it as it is in the 3D. And I can say you even more. like, of course, core of your pictures has to be consistent. I mean, it should be obvious that all these pictures are parts of the same project. But details can and even might be different. For example, usually for the different pictures, I would place this bar stool to the different places. For example, it could stand over here in this frame. In the daytime render, I'm going to place there like a few chairs here, like 1, 2, just to get some random, and that's good. Okay, so Daniel, is it appropriate to use this method when visualizing real interior project? Of course, that's why I'm doing that. When we have light sources in specific locations, should we follow their placement? No, that you have to watch my this lesson from the beginning. I told that. No, you shouldn't, because the goal is to make amazing picture. Your amazing picture can be captured in a different way. Yeah, when the you can that's not my point. You can go to the, I don't know, for example, Mike Kelly. I love that photographer. He's awesome. Mike. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, for example, this video here, he has a lot different pictures and videos. I just want to show you. Wait a second. I'm going to. Oh, over here. Yeah. So that is like that was basic picture, and that is the picture with all improvements. That is not Photoshop improvements. That is exactly what you can call fake light. They took a lot of different pictures with the different splashes. In fact, with 90-degree rule lighting on each of them. So literally, he walked around the house and took a few different shots, as you can see, like, I don't know, maybe 10 with flash, and then put them together in a Photoshop, just merge them in Photoshop. In fact, that's what we do here. Because in reality, this house doesn't look in this way. That's the original shot, and that is the final shot. This is the professional photographer. Professional commercial photographer, and the price of the picture of this photographer quite high. And we desire to get the same quality. And this is not exactly this guy. This guy just like one of the biggest, one of the most famous blogger, photographer about the architectural and interior photography. The goal is to get amazing picture. Like, you asking me, what about the reality? The reality would be completely different. And even in the reality, the photographer gonna come to that place and gonna make a lot of additional shots with additional lighting to get amazing final result. Guys, that is extremely important to understand. You do not create reality. You can just inspire someone to make exactly this what you show in the picture. Or not inspire. Just to list materials and list furniture. And that is exactly Behance level. And that is exactly why some of us don't have work and clients because their pictures looks like shit. Please, guys, you are professionals. You are responsible for the result. You have to inspire people. That is your path. That is your way. That is your challenge. You are only person who can be responsible for the picture, for the love to the project of all the participants of the process. I mean, builders, project managers, designers. You are only person who can show the, let's say, blueprints. You can just show the list of furniture, or just show the desire to be there. Think about it. We're doing way more than pictures, guys. That is way more than tone map and settings. Way more. Okay, I mean, then using this method, the client is truly beautiful, but after the project implement, this actual interior may differ from the image, considering the real lighting scenario. Of course, real lighting scenario has to be like more or less possible to be. And of course, I can understand what you're asking for. For example, these light sources, we don't have them, yeah? But the goal is not to make these light sources. The goal is to get some lighting over here. Can you place there some, for example, just a plane with fake light? I mean, in this hole, some light source, which can give you lighting like that. And you'll get some gradient from something lighter here to something darker there. In fact, that's going to get... You'll get the same effect, not flat black surface. The goal is to get that surface. If that is impossible to get it, come on, okay. All the rest is completely possible to be. Yeah. And in the reality, you can switch on not all the light sources also. And of course, you can manage the power of each light source in the lamp to get exactly mood you want to get. So I understand what you're asking for. So like that, one more time, that's about responsibility. And even in this case, you honestly don't know how the reality gonna look like. 3ds Max is not the tool to imitate reality. You're asking me this question because you still think that is 3ds Max is the way, is the tool to imitate reality. That is not. This is another canvas. Just another way to draw amazing picture. Amazing or not amazing. That's all. Maybe better to do it in the different way, like that, no? To place my to place my subtitles on the picture. Yeah. So, Yulia, I suppose you understand my answer. You asking me a really important thing, but you have to apply my question to in the proper way, let's say. Yes, I understand. I'm answering not directly to your question. You're asking me how to I don't know, twist that bolt, and I answer you like maybe you don't need it. I don't give you direct answer because your answer is like a little bit wrong in the core. Hi Daniel, can you show us your general workflow? How to achieve project? Where should we keep our model library? In internal drive or external drive? How do we deal with the file size, etc., etc.? Look, that is a lot of different questions. Model library. Honestly, model library is not important because you have to know where to get model. That is important because, of course, I have model library. I don't like. I have library of max 3 models, for example. That is important. All the rest, I know where to get. And in the model world, is way more important to know where to get than to have library. Because, for example, if you have some model you download, I don't know, 3 years ago, it might be not the modern quality of the modeling or not the modern quality of like all the rest things. For example, here's my, oh no, that is not my collection. My collection is models over here. Yeah, over there. So all the collections I bought and all the PDF catalogs to check what's inside, and some collection of models. But honestly, last time I opened it, it was like a something like that date. Because if I need something, I go to this website and download it. So collection is not important. And yes, you have to be ready to pay for a subscription. In this way, yeah. That should be part of your daily routine. I would say average like $100 per all subscriptions. It's enough. Of course, if you want to test everything, it might be even $500. But in most cases, even $50, it's enough. Maybe together with Magnific costs 40, but honestly, right now you can find in different tools cheaper and even free. Okay, let's stop on the $100, but it's gonna cover most of your needs. Hi Daniel, can you show us your general loan? Yeah, okay, I'm waiting for my salary to buy course. A special offer only today. Yes, special offer only after this course, but you can apply, connect with our manager and book the place. Don't be afraid, and don't gonna call you every single day. We don't act in that way. That's not our way. You can just call them, you can just talk with them and book your place. Feel free to do that. That is completely free. You'll agree with the manager where you're gonna pay for the course, and that's completely fine. And yeah, guys, don't be afraid. We are not trying to pull you in. We want to collect people who really have to get have to become part of the render.camp family. That is important. Okay, let's say 3 last questions, and we gonna here's nice and useful workshop. You're welcome. If you are switch the environment lights, will you still use all these lights or delete some? What is the goal? To do anything, I have to have the goal. First, that is understanding what exactly I have to get at the end. I do not use tools just to use some tool. That is mistake. Just apply today, and then our Anthony will help you with all moments. Yeah, exactly. Just apply, and if you want to get that special price offer, and you'll discuss all the details with them, with Anthony, tomorrow in the working hours. Don't be afraid. We're not gonna call you at night. I'll try to translate it later. I don't know what is that. Thank you. That's the name of the photographer. Please again, Mike Kelly. You can just move to the previous point of the workshop and check it again. So guys, that's finally all. That's finally all. All. I can nothing to say. Thank you for being here with us. One more time. Right now, my colleague gonna send the link last time to the special price offer to the professional visualization course, and that was a pleasure to meet all of you here, answer your questions, and share with you my I would say experience, if you don't mind. I think I have some. So guys, that was a great pleasure. Please write me comments in the comment section below this video to do you like, because it helps us promote this video. It's honestly really important. Hit the like button right now. If you don't, you're a bad guy. And of course, waiting to you on the professional visualization course. So that's all, guys. Thank you. See you. Bye.